Good morning, family and friends. Welcome to the longest running daily variety show, the MarkinsPires Show. We're back, morning style. This is when we get together, we read the news, breaking news stories of the day, and we just add a comedic twist to it. I think there's enough negativity in the news, and not only that, the news is only negativity, and the way it's read to us is extremely negative. Hold on a minute. Doesn't look like I'm getting much signal here. Hold on. Are we actually rolling? Do we have a signal here? Hello? Yes, we do. All right, good. So, we're here. It's Monday morning. How are you doing? Say hello if you're out there. Welcome TikTok. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to say hi to you. Let's see who's there. Krobatsek, how you doing? Hunter, how you doing? Welcome to the longest running daily variety show. My name is Mark Pires, host of the MarkinsPires Show. We're here day 1890 in a row. We are just 10 days away, Axis. 10 days away from 1900 days in a row. This is a Guinness-worthy streak. Guinness doesn't know I exist. We just found out last week that YouTube has demonetized me. They believe my content is harmful. What is harmful about a live creation, positivity, and live music show that's called MarkinsPires? I don't know. You got to tell me, but that's why after 5 years in a row every single day, you're probably just finding me for the first time now. Axis, thank you so much for the likes. I really appreciate that. We need that. The more you guys hit the screen, the more people are going to join us, souls that need to know about this show. Every single day of the year, I'm live twice a day, and no one knows about it. So let's change that. Spread the word. Let everybody know MarkinsPires is here to stay. No matter what YouTube does, no matter what other platforms do to me, I'll be here every single day to bring you a positivity message. If they think positivity is harmful, you have to question the people that are running these platforms. They're considering a positivity platform harmless, or harmful. I'm sorry, it is harmless. In fact, it's the complete opposite of harmful. This is a show where you could break away and actually hear the news with a comedic twist instead of hear the news and make you feel like crap when you leave. I make you feel better. You show up, you're gonna feel better. So welcome to the MarkinsPires Show. We have Matt Zabrowski here. He hits us with a woohoo every day. So like you get a woohoo as well. I don't even have to sell you on that one. Look, we're opening up Yahoo. Matthew, how are you, my friend? It is Monday, guys. Some people call it another case of the Mondays. You know? Peter, what's happening? We're gonna need you to get that TPS report. Not now, Lumberg. Guys, I did a Office Space face swap maybe 3-4 years ago. We're gonna play it today because it is the perfect day for it. Matt Zabrowski, Monday morning. Everyone's doing that. So another case of the Mondays. No, this is the ultimate positivity platform. We don't have a case of the Mondays here. We have a case of the everydays. I don't even know what that means. Guys, let me open this up so you can see the screen. This is how we do it. Oh, Zabrowski, I'm getting ready for your woo-hoo. Axis, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Please head over to the YouTube channel, to Rumble, or to X, Matt Zabrowski. Can you hit us with the woohoo? Woohoo! Guys, he did it. And you're in a better position because of it. So, news of the day, what do we have? What's going on out there, right? We're going to scroll through. This is a scroll the news show. Axis, if you can. Best place to see me, even though I'm totally knocked off the grid, is YouTube. The link is in the bio. Also X, we're on Rumble. We are live on all platforms, Facebook, on Twitch, everywhere. They just don't like people to find me, but you know what? Axis is going to change that. Axis is going to change it. Smacking that screen. We're going to get a ton of people hanging out with us today. Guys, here we go. News of the day. We're of course not doing any politics here. That's the other thing. That's how we stay positive. If we start talking politics, we're knocking off half the chat. We're not doing that. So we're here to stay positive and find, well, we're staying positive, but we're going to still read a lot of negative stories. We just put a funny spin on it. Let's see what happens. And I can't go into crazy topics like this. You guys see it? Can't talk about that. Woman woke to find she was after invitation to an after party. This guy looks like he did it. Right? Let's see what else. We're going to scroll and stay away from stories like that. Look at this. Every story is about a gang. Like, what do we... Oh, my goodness. Oh, here we go. Donald J. Trump up winning big league. Everywhere he goes, it's in a story right there. Okay, can we get to a story without either Trump or how much Trump is the worst person in the world, like every single thing? Okay, here we go. This is one. A Texas teacher's limbs became mummified after an infection she thought was just a cold. Let's see what, oh, ew, I can't even look at that. What the f*** is that? Ew, guys, are you kidding me? Oh good, I'm glad you're not seeing that right now. Helen, you don't want to see that. Now you're seeing it. Oh, it's disgusting. Axis, you gotta see this. This is scary stuff. That's gangrene. She's got gangrene all over the feet, on the knees, on the hands. That's disgusting. What in the hell happened there? We got to find now. Look, that's so sad. Did you see? This is the before, this is the after, and then this is the after where none of it's left. They had to get rid of it all. No arms, no legs. This is so sad. Oh, I can't look at the pictures anymore. Texas teacher had 4 of her limbs amputated after they turned black and became mummified. Following a seemingly routine infection, she's choosing to be happy despite the horrifying ordeal. Sherry Moody, 51, who taught students in Deer Park, outside Houston, started feeling what she thought was a cold coming on during a class trip in April 2023, and she paid little mind to it. But then a few days, she was feeling a high fever, and she started waking up with one of those, trouble in breathings. They went to CV, checked the CV, they had a test, up the nose, nothing, I've never gone to the ER before in my life. I was very healthy, very in shape. I ate right, I exercised. Doctors determined she was suffering from double pneumonia. What? How do you get a double pneumonia? I thought the one was bad enough, which they said was brought on by streptococcus, Michael Dukakis' cousin. Bacteria causes strep throat. Her body had gone into septic shock, life-threatening response to infection, which severely drops the body's blood pressure. Guys, I can't look at those freaking photos. I had to Google what sepsis was. I had no idea. We're pretty healthy people. We don't get sepsis. This is the first time I heard of it. Complicating the matter with an arthritis medication Sherry had been taking. Not too healthy, apparently, if she's got the arthritis, weakened her body to fight the infection. David described Sherry's ordeal as like a Category 5 hurricane coming in. Gosh almighty. It's kind of like what we heard for a few years, the cytokine storm, right? Oh my goodness, guys, it's so sad for this lady. I got to switch the story. We got to go somewhere else. We need something else. Maine Girl. I love every day Maine Girl's got a new photo. You rock, Maine Girl. Helen Gale Townsend in the house. You got it. You got a nurse here. Okay, Maine, can you tell me what this whole body blood infection after being quadruple bugabooed? You know what? Look, you heard it here first from a nurse in the chat. You got to go over YouTubing it, and you're sitting there with Maine Girl, and she's like, yeah, it's a quadruple bugaboo deal, and you're like, okay, I get it. A supermarket cashier flipped out at me because I wouldn't pay for another woman's food. This sounds like the story we did the other day where the lady got a free first-class ticket. Listen to this one. Free first-class ticket. She goes and sits in the seat, and she's like, excuse me, sir, would you mind moving into the back, into commercial, back there in the coach, into my husband's seat so he could sit next to me? We want to take the flight together. He's like, what? If your husband's somewhere in the first class here, I'll move there, and he could sit with you. But she starts getting mad at him, demanding that he moves so her husband can sit there. Only finds out later that she got the ticket for free. This guy spent like $1,800 on his ticket. And she's like, get the f*** out of here. My husband needs to sit here. He's back there in 18C. Hilarious stuff. I got to drop that piece. Where is that? What was that like? I guess that was Friday. I got to pull that one up. The bank is watching you. Uh-oh. Let's see what this is. This guy looks like he's serious. He's taking it serious right now, right? The bank is watching you. This is what happens when you deposit too much cash into your bank account. So guys, don't go dropping mills. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna drop a couple mil into the bank. That's no good. Big Brother is watching you. We know this. They're listening into this program right now and keeping it from everybody. Big Brother's watching you, and that's how a lot of Americans feel when they deposit or withdraw large sums of money from their bank accounts. This guy, he's gonna tell us all about it. People worry about narratives out there that the bank is watching you. The government's watching what you do, said husband and wife duo Alexis and Dean on TikTok. The couple, who run a financial startup, released a clip entitled "What Happens When You Deposit More Than $10K in your bank account, which has garnered more than 3.6 million views, guys. 2,300 comments. That's a solid amount. Joseph, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We read the comedy news. Well, we just read the news and try to make it funny. The news all sucks. Right? There's nothing good in the news. It's not like, oh, well, there's that one lady, we should do the story on her. She gave $1 billion to, I think it's New York Law University, something like this in New York. There's a law university that she gave $1 billion to, so nobody ever has to pay for their entry fees or to become a doctor. I think it's a doctor or a lawyer. I got to read that, figure out which one it was. May have been doctor. But $1 billion. I don't know how long that lasts, but we seem to throw out billions like crazy. We gave $130 billion to Ukraine. Here you go. It just sounds like a crazy thing, right? Yeah, here you go. $130 billion. Wait, hold on a minute. $130 billion? How the hell? Is it just, I guess, I assume what it is it's just like digits on a computer. I mean, they're not delivering anything to them. They're just giving, it's just like a wire transfer of numbers, digits from one computer over to another screen. It's all just made up numbers. But still, like, that's a sick amount. You think about how $1 billion's given and they said that no one's ever gonna have to pay for their school again. Like, how's that possible? How long does that last? Imagine if they're saying, well, that'll last 1,000 years. Like, wait, hold on a minute. The $1 billion for all these kids to go to school for the next 1,000 years? Now we have to pull that story up. Now I'm thinking that was a better one for us to read. Let's see. $1 billion donation. School. I don't know what kind of school it was, so let's see. It's going to come right up. Here we go. I told you I'd find it right away. It was just last week. It just happened. New York Medical School. I kind of nailed that one, sort of. To offer free tuition after $1 billion donation. This lady right here, sweetheart. So the story, let's get into the story. A former professor of the Albert Einstein College of Medicine in New York has donated $1 billion to the school to provide students a free education, making it the largest donation in U.S. history. U.S. medical. Same thing, yeah. The medical school in the Bronx, which is connected with the Montefiore health system, received a transformational donation from 94-year-old Ruth Gottsman, who currently serves as the chair of Einstein Board of Trustees and a board member of the Montefiore health system. Gottsman placed one stipulation on the massive donation, according to the press release. It must ensure that no student at Einstein will have to pay tuition again. Like, what does that mean? How long? Again? The professor emeritus of pediatrics stood before the student body on February 26th to drop the surprise on them. I'm happy to share with you that starting in August this year, Albert Einstein School of Medicine will be tuition free. Guys, I'm going to go be freaking doctor. You know, God, let me in. I'll do it. I'll do whatever. You got me to learn obstetrics? You got me going over there with the stethoscoper? Guys, we're stethoscoping it. And then all of a sudden you're a doctor. PhD or MD? Double decker. I'm doing both. I'm going there for a PhD and for an MD. I'm going to be an emeritus. Right? All because of Gottsman. She did it. Let's hear her.
I'm happy to share with you that starting in August this year, the Albert Einstein College of Medicine will be tuition free.
Just for a little clarity on that, we should just find out how much does it cost typically. Look, I was trying to find something for another case of the Mondays. How much to attend Albert Einstein School Let's see. Let's see what we could find. Einstein charges $62,000 a year. Okay, so let's just do the math. Can we do the math on this? What's a $61,000 into $1 billion? How many students are we talking about here? So we can figure out how much time this is going to be. Somebody want to do that math? 61,688. I like this when you guys help me with this so I can focus on doing the show. So you guys do the math. Ready? 61,688, right? 61,688 into a billion. Hold on, let's write that out. That's just an insane amount to write out. Yeah. What do we got for free tuition? I feel like that's going to run out a lot quicker than she thinks. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking about $100,000 for for two people. At least it's $120,000 for two people. So how many students can you really get out there with $1 billion? I want to know. Now, if we hear this is a crazy thing, like for the next 75,000 years, that people are going for free and $62,000 per student, we got to question our government because this $1 billion thing doesn't make sense at all. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very long time. Someone does the math on that and lets us know. Let's get back to this story. I want to finish it up. Where was she? Here we go. According to the college's press release, all current fourth-year students will also receive full reimbursement for their spring 2024 tuition. Each year, well over 100 students enter Albert Einstein School of Medicine in their quest. Okay, so well over. So let's just call it 100. You have 100 students per year. Now we could quickly do this. It's 62, let's call it $62,000, okay? Times 100. So we're talking about what, like $620,000 a year, right? I think that's what that would be, $620,000, I believe, a year. And so what's $620,000 a year into $1 billion? It's like 100 years. No, it's like 1,000 years. Oh, freaking A, it's 1,000 years, isn't it? Is it 1,000 years? Someone help me with this one. I think it's a freaking 1,000 years. Let's call it 70,000. You know what I mean? Let's call it $70,000. And we're saying that it's into, there's 100 times 100 students, X 100 students equals, and I'm just going to put this up here so someone can help me figure this out, equals, come on, 70,000 times 100 students. I think that's 7 million a year, actually. Yeah, that's 7 million a year. Okay, so it's 7 million a year, guys. And then what's 7 million a year into $1 billion? That's how many years they got. 7 million into $1 billion. Okay, hold on. The easier way to do that is this. I'm just going to write it for you. You guys help me out. 7 million divided by, actually, I can freaking probably do this real quick. Let's just do it. Calculator. Someone help me out with a calculator here. Okay, I got to, give me a calculator app. There we go. Calculator app. So I think we have to do $1 billion first, right? Such a stupid number. And then is it 70,000? That's not right. I think you have to do it the opposite. It's, hold on. $1 billion. Billion dollars. Let's try it this way. Times 0.0.70. Let's just see what that gives me. It's something like 700 years. It's like ridiculous. 1 billion divided by 62,000 is 16,129 students can go there for a full ride. So if you figure that there's 100 students per year, that means for the next 161 years. Right? I don't know. It's a stupid way to think about this, but we're saying for the next 150 years or so, there's going to be free tuition at Einstein Medical School, which used to be, by the way, $5,000 a year. That's insane. Good on you, Gitzman. You know, guys, when Gitzman went out there and did it, everybody was just like applauding. It reminded me of those scenes when you see that someone says something crazy and then you see that bar go, "Rah!" The huge screen. And that's what just happened there. They all reacted the same way because they just got free tuition, saving themselves like $200 and $40,000 for college. This lady just did that. And it's like a drop in the bucket of the billion she just gave. Getzman, what a great lady. She's unbelievable. The Professor Emeritus, again, that's the one I'm doing. I'm going emeritus if I'm doing it. Pediatrics stood before the student body on the 26th to drop the surprise on them. Yeah, so that was pretty cool, guys, right? I mean, I have to say, this guy's pumped. This guy over here, he's pleased. He doesn't seem like he's pumped. He's just kind of pleased. Like, that was kind. You could have given $2 bill, right? Look at this guy. Doesn't he scream, oh, you should have given me $2 bill? I don't know. Yeah, well, I do think what would happen here, what would be interesting to me is if you had other corporations starting to do the same. You know, if you really care about the American workforce and you really care about your company, you would, if you're going to be like donating, and you're supposed to be doing that for corporations anyway because it helps with their bottom line, donate to schools and give away some free tuition to some students so you can get some kids in there who can't afford it, or even people that are struggling to afford it. You know what I mean? Figuring out like day by day, how the hell do you pay that next semester, you know? And that would be something. Because you have these people, think about this, all these corporations, a huge line item in their taxes each year is how much did you donate? Who did you donate to, right? And so why shouldn't it be universities? And, you know, I think to me that would be a very, very smart thing for a company to start doing, something like she did. Very proud of you, lady. Good job. Again, the bank is watching you. This Magoo was telling us all about it. Okay, Richard Lewis official death confirmed days after he passed. It said it was a heart attack, but he also had Parkinson's. So he was an interesting comedian, you know, very dark wit. You know, he just had that kind of complaining vibe. You know, he complained. Everything's about complaining, which I think was funny in its own way. He will be missed by people who are comic fans for sure. And, you know, it's interesting. He took like a hiatus, I think, for years. Like, I remember seeing him years and years ago, right? And then for like 20 years, no one heard of Richard Lewis. And he came back with Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's like back in the scene again. I was like, that's great, because I always thought he was pretty funny. But yeah, it's a sad thing that he's gone. Let's see. I have a sense of timing, Jerry Seinfeld once said, why he didn't take $100 million to keep making Seinfeld. Now his old pal, Larry David, is. Larry David is ending Curb Your Enthusiasm. Here's how to know when to retire. In 1998, comedian Jerry Seinfeld, made a decision that was no laughing matter. He ended the iconic sitcom that bore his name. The choice came even though the funny man had been offered more than $100 million to film one more season. One more season for $100 million? How would they done that one? Are you kidding me? Sure. What, 100 mil? Yeah, no problem. That's a friggin' ridiculous amount of money, you know? You're not going to donate any of that to the university, are you? Seinfeld? What's the deal? You're not going to do a what's the deal and just donate? Anyway, let's see. During the 2013 interview on the Howard Stern Show, Seinfeld reiterated the importance of timing and honoring the sitcom and its fans by ending the show with a bang. I have to say, I have a sense of timing. I had it in the jokes, I have it in my sets, I have it in my career. I know when to move to LA. I knew when I was ready for the Tonight Show. I knew when I was ready to do something bigger than a sitcom. I just knew, and I knew that was our moment. Now, more than a decade after the comment, Seinfeld's old friend, Larry David, with whom he created and supervised the Seinfeld sitcom, has announced a similar decision to end Curb Your Enthusiasm, the long-running and much-beloved HBO comedy. After Ladder Show's 12th season, it ends in a few weeks. David has said that the same thing before, but this time he insists he means it. He doesn't want to do a 13th season? That's the good luck season, Chooch. I don't want to do 13. I have some weird thing about the number 13. I'm in a building in New York City. I go from 12 to 14. It must be something wrong with 13. 13's the best number. They do that to you because they don't want you to connect, you know? Let's just jump them right by 13. They won't even know it. Unreal. I know it. I still know how to count. 12, 14. Doesn't work like that, New York. Larry said, I'm not lying. Okay, 15 years ago, I said it was the last season. That's when I said I don't like coming and going and doing another one, but this is it. Albeit not exactly a true follow-up or sequel to Seinfeld, Curb is something of a spiritual successor. Both shows' main characters exhibit breathtaking self-centeredness, and neither show is interested in offering traditional moral lessons. And recently, some critics have openly speculated that Curb will end as Seinfeld did, with the main character behind bars. How do you know when to call it quits in your career, especially if things are going well? And assuming you haven't made the hundreds of millions that Seinfeld and David have racked in over the years, how do you know when you saved enough money to comfortably retire? Here are 2 things you should consider to clear your way. Trust your timing. Retirement has earned the nickname golden years for a good reason. It's time that you've earned throughout a lifetime of hard work to relax, spend time with your family, and live a life of leisure. But even if you're spent 40 years saving and investing and preparing for retirement, deciding exactly when to call it quits can be tricky, especially when, like Seinfeld said, having a golden opportunity to shore up your finances by working a little longer. If you're reaching retirement age but still feel happy, fulfilled, and are finding meaning in your work, just delaying retirement by even 1 year can have a big impact on your finances. You'll even earn another year's salary, your employers offer 401k, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the hell they're telling us all this about. You know what? I think they're doing this to try to sell you something at the end. You know, that's what they always do with these stories. Money-wise. Yeah, the money-wise story. I didn't know. So guys, that's basically what we got going on here, is about a lot of money-wise stuff. I don't know if you guys know this, but at noon today, we have a premiere. I'm going to give you the link. I have to still do a little, adding and adjusting and whatnot. Not to the song, but just in the actual layout here. See, there's no tags, any of that stuff. So we're going to do this. I'm going to give you the link so you guys can join me. It's only a 3-minute and 7-second song. But better than that, what I'm going to do is actually show you guys. I cleaned this one and made it a little better, okay? But what I'm going to do for you guys today, and this is a special, we're going to watch the full 13 minutes, I think it is, or 14 minutes. It's 3 songs back to back. It's a Bob Marley tribute. And this week I'll be dropping today at 12, tomorrow at 12, and then Wednesday at 12, the 3 songs. And then on Thursday, what I'll do is I'll release the whole thing as one full, like we're going to watch here. You can, of course, come back to this channel and watch it, and that will at least give you a chance to watch it that way. But soon you'll be able to click the link and watch all 3 songs together this week. Let me do this. Let's get me on the screen proper. There we go. What was this? Apparently there's... Okay, so there was a 9-0 ruling. In a 9-0 decision, the Supreme Court keeps Donald J. Trump on the ballot to look up good to win big league in Colorado. Are you kidding me? I was there with Melania. I was there up at Pikes Peak. Is Pikes Peak there in Colorado? I have no idea where Pikes Peak is. It could be. It could be up there. I've never been to Colorado. I'd like to go. It'd be very nice to see Colorado at some point. Unfortunately, I don't have any reason to go to Colorado these days. Maybe one day there's a show at Red Rocks. I'll be there, Mark, we're paying you to go play at Red Rocks. I'm in. You want me to go out to Red Rocks and just hang out? I can't do that. I'm sorry. Just can't. But we can, of course, put up a background of me in Colorado, and then all of a sudden we're there, Oh, goodness. Helen, I'm glad that you're dealing with this world the way it is. There's nothing but garbage on it. That's so true. I have to tell you, I basically haven't watched TV in its rawest form in years. I've seen a couple of sporting events, but when I started the show on December 31st, 2018, I shut off the negatube, that's what I call it. And I decided to start the Positube. This is the Positivity TV is basically what my concept was. It's a daily live, positivity show that's in the moment. And I think it's what the world desperately needs. Because, as Helen said, it's all garbage out there. DM Ryan, how are you, my friend? So good to see you. So it's all garbage out there. We're unfortunately victim to a agenda of fear mongering, and like we're there just taking it. And if you do tune in, if you do tune into the news on a daily basis, you probably can step away and realize you feel a lot worse when you leave that channel. It's a fact of the matter. You're now worried about things you were not worried about before. We take a different approach here. When we read the news, we're looking at these stories that they're trying to instill this fear, and we just kind of make jokes about it, joke about the insanity of it, sometimes how silly the people are within the stories. As you can see, I do that a lot. Yes. I only need a half a case, Hilly Billy. Yeah, this is I picked that title. I've done that actually a few times in this streak of 1,890 days in a row, another case of the Mondays, because I think that's actually it's a funny statement, and it's like this thing that people have always said, like they just hate going back to work on a Monday. They hate going and starting it all over. I actually really enjoy Mondays. I think that there's something special about recharging after a weekend and then going back out there, making phone calls, knocking on doors, doing another show, doing whatever news is in there, but staying above. You could be a half glass full or a half glass empty guy. For me, I've always been like 3/4 full, even when it's almost empty. I just don't know how to let myself drive down into that the abyss. So somehow I'm always pulling myself up. And maybe I'm like that. You see the little sweat from the glass, and there's those little droplets on the side of the glass. And maybe that's me. I'm somehow hanging on the side of the glass because I just try not to let that Monday mentality get to me. And that's why I want to make sure we say stuff like another case of the Mondays. Not here. Here we're dropping a new Bob Marley song today. I got 3 that are coming out this week. And of course, every night we play music here at 432. And I don't know what we did last night. Last night was just a hangout. I actually got disconnected after about 11 minutes. I was trying to play You're About to Watch, and it got disconnected. So if you guys like Bob Marley, you're going to be treated to something here that no one's going to see till Thursday, and that is the full 3 songs together, the tribute, the Bob Marley tribute. And this one's a little longer than what you will see on, well, actually, no, what you see on Wednesday's the same, or Thursday's the same. I did shorten this song, though, a touch, just because I feel like it's better this way. When I do them all 3 together, it's cool the way it is. But when I drop them on social media platforms, you got to get right into it. So I kind of went right from the vocal looping on, which I think is cool. I mean, that's the best part of this song. But I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to pop this on. And again, this is 3 songs in a row. And the one I'm talking about now is actually the last song. So don't even think about that. I love Bob Marley. I've always loved Bob Marley. But I don't play reggae. I'm like traditional reggae. I don't play anything traditionally. I've never taken a guitar lesson in my life. I just figured it all out on my own, and I've been doing this now 5 years in a row every day after learning the guitar and writing 100+ songs before starting this show. We've probably written over 1,000 songs now here on this platform, and now I think I've mastered this instrument. I wish I knew what I was playing. My son says all the time, oh, you should learn theory because then you could really go to a whole new level. I'm like, I'm fine. I can hear things and I know how to play it. I just don't know what the hell the notes are, And the beat seat. This beat seat's amazing. You hear it in the first 2 songs, the last one not really. But I'll tell you, this drum, it just provides so much color to the song. And if you have not purchased a beat seat yet, like DM Ryan, you should pick one up. They're so much fun to play. The energy it creates for you is amazing. And if you happen to be a musician, it's the only drum in the world that you could play with your guitar, kick it comfortably, and sit comfortably, upright. You have these drums, you have to bend over to play them. This one, you kick it with your feet. You could sit upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. There's no other drum on earth that you could do that. That's why I have a patent for it. And that's the thing. I think people sometimes realize, like, oh, you built a drum, that's cool, it's a cajon. No, it's not a cajon. This is a freaking cajon on steroids. A cajon is nothing. A cajon has two tones, that's it. 1 panel, 2 tones. I have 4 playable panels, 2 snares, and unlimited tones. This is a cajon on steroids. This is a cajon that's like got fentanyl within it, and that it's not going to die though. It's just like it's got the good fentanyl, That's this beat seat over here. So check it out, beatseat.rocks. It's a stupid comparison to make. Fentanyl's the worst thing in the world. But what I'm just trying to say is that when people say, oh, it's a cajon, I'm like, no, a cajon is 1 panel and you got to bend over and hurt your back to play it. It's crap. No offense. It's what inspired me to invent the beat seat. But it's a obsolete drum. The cajon is obsolete. I'm going to prove it because the beat seat's going to take over. It's going to be everywhere because it is the most powerful drum on planet Earth. There's no other drum that does this. And if for a singer-songwriter like me, I'm not only proud I invented it, patented it, but I'm also like amped every single time I sit on it to play. It takes the music to a whole new level. You guys know it, you see it, you're about to see it. Let me play this for you. This right here is the Bob Marley tribute. It will be premiering 12 o'clock today, the No Woman, No Cry. Tomorrow will be, I'm not sure, it's either going to be Burning and Lootin' or Jammin'. Those are the 3 songs. But this is the full jam. Hope you enjoy it. I'm going to flip the screen so you guys can see it here on TikTok. Here we go. So let's play some Bob Marley songs. When you hear any percussion, that's my feet. This show is sponsored by the Beat Seat. This morning, I woke up in a curfew. Oh God, I was a prisoner too. Did not recognize the faces standing over me. They were all dressed in uniforms of brutality. How many rivers do we have to cross before we can talk to the boss? All that we got seems lost. We must have paid the ghost. That's why we're going to be burning and looting tonight. Said we're going burning all pollution tonight. Burning all illusions tonight. Give me a phone, let me go. The roots of man, you take a blow. Oh, them drugs, they're gonna make you slow now. It's not the music of the ghetto. Yeah, we're burning and looting tonight. Burning all pollution tonight. Burning all illusions tonight. Yeah, burning and looting tonight. looting tonight. We're burning and a looting tonight. Yeah. Jamming, yeah. I wanna jam it with you. We're jamming. Hope you like jamming too. Ain't no rules, ain't no vow. You do it anyhow. John, I'll see you through. Every day we pay the price, the love and sacrifice. Jamming to the jam is through. We're jamming. To think that jamming was a thing of the past. Oh, we're jamming. We'll be like the jam is last. No bullet can stop us now. We're back, no we go down. Neither couldn't be bought nor sold. Defenders of the right, children us unite. Life is worth much more than gold. We're jamming, yeah. Jamming in the name of the Lord, yeah. We're jamming. Jamming right straight from Jah. Holy Mount Zion. Holy Mount Zion, just sitteth on Mount Zion, and rules all creation. Yeah, we're jamming, jamming too. True love now exists, and love can't resist. So jam by my side, we're jamming. Jam it with you, jamming. I hope you like jamming too. 'Cause we're jamming. I hope you like jamming too. This great future, you can't forget your past, no. So dry your tears, I say, hey, no woman, no cry. 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 woman nor cry. Woman nor cry. No woman nor cry. So let's. I'll tell you that I think there's some good stuff there. I think the guitar playing in Burnin' and Luton is like, ugh. There's one like bar. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What? Do that again, Mark. I'm like, I have no idea. Don't know what I did. Oh, Hilly Billy Rock. Oh, Helen Gale would like to hear. This is a good one for us to end on here because we are running late on the show, 50 minutes in. This is a song that will be on my new album, which it's going to come out soon. It's going to be my 17th album. What you just were talking about in the chat here, DM's talking about my very first album. It's called Something to Live For. You can check it out on iTunes, and you could hear it on Spotify as well. But it's available to purchase online, or I have physical CDs of that album I could send you if you still listen to CD players and you want to pop it on. I have CDs. You can pick one up. Just let me know. But this song here, I actually bought a CD burner and it broke down on me and it stopped working like 3 weeks into getting it, and I've never been able to work with it since, so that kind of sucks. But, so right now everything's digital, but all 16 albums you can get on iTunes. I'm going to be uploading albums and songs onto the Patreon too, so people can download and listen to those. We put Touch the Stars up there already. This right here is my newest, I would say probably the title track of the new album. It's probably going to be called Touch the Stars. Hope you enjoy. I want to touch the stars. Before I come back down. I want to touch the stars. I will take you away. Let me take you away. We'll take a long ride out of town. I wanna touch the stars. Before I
stars. Before I come back down. I won't touch the stars. Before I come back down. I won't touch the stars. Before I come back down. Oh, I won't touch the stars. Before I come back down. I won't touch the stars. Before I come back down. Oh, I won't touch the stars. Before I come back down. I won't touch the stars. Before I come back down. I won't touch the stars, yeah, yeah. Ooh, oh, oh. Before I come back down. Oh, I won't touch the stars. Before I come back down. Written live. I won't touch the stars.
There it is, my friends. Touch the Stars. That's a tune right there. That is a tune. It will be on the next album. Please join me at noon today when we play the different version than you heard of No Woman, No Cry. I think it's a great song. I'm going to do some adjusting, just get some uploads, some change, a couple things there. We'll see. And hopefully you guys will be with me in the chat at noon. Chris Donaldson, so good to see you, Chris. Hilly Billy, my friend, thank you for being here. Helen Gale Townsend, anybody else that may be out there doing a lurkaroo right now. DM Ryan, my brother, I'm so glad you're listening to that Something to Live For album. Really, really proud of that album. I think it's some of the best work I ever did. And it's crazy that was done in 2006 and no one ever really heard that album. That's, this is what this album is off. Something to Live For is on that album. That's actually the name of the album. But if you'd like to check out the whole album, it is really, really special. 13 songs that are just crazy good. And it's done in a studio at Clinton Studios where Bob Dylan was upstairs recording at the same time. Apparently Paul Simon was also doing his album around the same time. I met Wyclef John, whatever his name is, and Farrakhan while I recorded this album. And I really think it's a powerful album. It should be out there. And my son tells me all the time because that's the best album he ever put out. I'm like, you haven't heard any of my other 16 albums. You keep talking about that first album. Listen to the new stuff. I know it doesn't sound the same because I'm all alone. I don't have the full band. It's me in the beat seat, so it's a little bit more raw and intimate. But that's what a one-man band can do, so hopefully you enjoy that. I will be back. Sig Sauer, my brother. I will see you guys tonight. Remember, it's 2 shows a day, 9 a.m. and then after 9 p.m. I'm trying my best to get on right at 9 p.m. so we can be done by 10 and allow everybody else to go to the other channels they watch. So I'll do my best to be on tonight at 9, and I hope to do 9s, so every day you guys can at least commit to showing up when you can at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. The goal is to try to reach the world. We do know it's going to be impossible on the YouTube channel because of the demonetization garbage. Sig, you helped me get monetized, and then without any cause at all, they just demonetized me and they said my channel is harmful. So even though I've stopped doing politics completely, don't even talk about anything political, don't do any impressions or anything like that really anymore, politically. I'm harmful. The name of the show is MarkinsPires. I said it's not called Mark Divides, you know, so I think we're kind of dealing with it. We've always known this is the way they felt, but now we know because they came out from behind the curtain and told me, you know, you're a problem. So anyway, let's see how this goes. I think X, I think Rumble. These are the two channels we're on, but I don't know if anybody's seeing the shows over on Rumble or X. So I need help blowing out Rumble, blowing out X, so we could blow the F out of YouTube and tell them to go pound sand. I know a lot of people love YouTube, but I just don't like the idea of being a place, being somewhere that I'm not wanted, and they clearly don't want me there. They really want me to quit, and then now they're just like, okay, we're not gonna let you make any money here anymore. You'll definitely quit now. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep going, fuck you. But I don't know, like where do I go where I can maybe build out this platform and get this comedy news to go, get the live music to take off every single night. So help me with that if you can. Leave me some comments after, let me know what you think. And I'm also hoping to start doing some more dual lives. And Hilly, we have to do this. There's a new aspect on our phones. And Hilly, you have to check this out yourself too. You open up YouTube and in here go to, like you're gonna post a video, and instead click over to live. Let me see. Okay, you click over to live, and while here, this would allow you to do, let me see, you click the, okay, yeah. Once you click this thing and it opens you up to the screen itself, there's this little toggle here that says go live together. Now I could go live and click that, and then what it will ask me to do next, hold on, let me just see. Oh no, it's not telling me who to pick up. How can it bring me on live when I'm on live? Apparently it was bringing me on live while I'm on live. That's what I was trying to do. But there's a way that I could then contact Hilly, and the two of us are on the screen together on both of our platforms at the same time. And I think that's the best way to do it, because then if somebody from my show wants to click on Hilly's and subscribe, they just click on Hilly's name and they go over and do that. Same thing if anybody's watching Hilly and they want to come over and subscribe to the MarkinsPires show, they click the button. So it's like a dual way for us to start building platforms. So I'm going to try to see if I can do stuff like that with Hilly and with Ron and with Mark Wages again, and do another maybe chat with Wage. And I want to start contacting with other creators, other musicians, other whatever, comedians, other political figures, whatever. Tom Murphy wants to come on the show to chat, and I'm a little skeptical about doing anything political because of this whole thing with YouTube, but I want Tom to have a platform. So hopefully he's going to come on and we'll chat about he's running for Senate. So yeah, Hilly, I gotta make sure I saved it. If you can text me your number again, or I'll look at my phone, I should have it. But yeah, we should do that maybe tomorrow or the next day or something. Let's just go live and do it. Because it's all spontaneous stuff anyway. Now we're an hour and 3 in, well past the hour threshold that you're trying to stay out. It doesn't matter. These chooches over here on the tube, you know? I will be back. Another show later. Maybe a midday vertical, I don't know. Until then, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great Monday. It's not a case of the Mondays. Go out there and make it a great Monday. I'll be back later so we can continue this part. You got to go away. You got to go